Hi, this is Ken with Trusted Pet Partners, and today we're going to review the Pet Trust interview. To make life a little bit easier so you don't have to watch me type, we're going to log into an existing pet trust. So we're going to go ahead and log in at this point. And the first page we're going to get to is the Pet Trust overview. Here's the information that you filled out in the very beginning, your new member profile. And here you'll add your mailing address, city, state, zip, etc. And if you did find us through a referring nonprofit, we request that you go ahead and find them on here if they are here. Go ahead and select them. It's always good for us to know that they're out there and they're doing that. Also, we have helpful hints where this information relates to every page above it, so it'll answer many questions that you may have regarding a specific page. We'll continue in the next part of the interview. Here we have the pet information, the names of the pets, the male or female, birthdays, etc. And then here you also see the first time our virtual scratch pad. Here you can actually type in information, highlight it, copy it, and then you can paste it in any one of these other fields. The fields aren't that big, but they will hold a lot of information. Just something to make it a little bit easier for you. Next page is our caregiver. Now the caregiver is the person who will be actually taking care of your pets. So you have to define at least one. We recommend two, so there's always a backup in place, but it's not necessary. So here's all the information you provide on that, and also any specific notes that you want your caregiver to understand about your pets. Next page is our trustees. Our trustees will be managing your financial component of your trust. They'll be making sure the money is properly invested, providing information to the caregiver, and making sure everything's taken care of that way. Again, you are required to have one. We recommend two. Also, we do request that a lot of people have a question, not so much a request. A lot of people have a question, can we have one person be a trustee and caregiver? And legally the answer is yes. We do recommend that you do have two separate people do those functions. It does give you a first level of checks and balances with your trustees and caregivers. The other thing we want to highlight on here is that you can choose to make payments to your trustee and caregiver both, dollar amounts, and how frequent you want to pay them. You want to review that with your financial records and see how you want to manage that. Next information is on your pets. At some point they will pass away or they will get seriously ill, so here are some options for you to choose to make life a little bit easier for your caregiver and trustee to make those decisions, because you've already technically made them for them. Also, any specific information you can also leave in the scratch pad, actually additional note area. Once you've done that, the next part we do is the funding of your trust. This trust example is you're going to be selling a condo to fund the trust. Some people may also have a specific bank account, insurance policy, or maybe tied to an existing will or trust. You will also typically have funds left over. Once your trust is complete, you don't know the dollar amount, so what we have set up is you have 5 options to choose. You can create 5 options, percentage points of 0 to 100%, and they can be nonprofit, pet-related organizations. They can be organizations like the American Cancer Society. You can also have it be a private individual. Just request that your total equals 100%. That is actually the end of the required component of the website, of the interview. We have all the information we need to create a legal trust for you. The next pages are basically optional and provide a lot of detail for your caregivers to help take care of your pets the way you want them taken care of. This first page talks about your vet and animal hospital options you may have for them, and also any kind of notes. Next page has to do with medical histories. Again, we provide you a scratch pad in case you want to get real detailed in those descriptions. Again, all this information makes it a lot easier for your caregiver to take care of your pets. Then we have medications and feeding information as well. Next page talks about if you already have pet insurance, do you want to continue that? If you do, go ahead and put the information in here. Even if you're not sure you want to continue, you can leave specific notes for your caregiver or trustee on that. The name of the provider, policy numbers, etc. are still very useful if, for example, you're out of town and you've got a house sitter watching your pets and they need this information. You've got a great spot to keep it available for them. Your caregivers aren't always going to be around. They have lives, they have emergencies, so they may have to use a boarding facility, or there may be emergency contact they'll need to use. If you have anybody or any of these organizations you would like your caregiver to use, this is where you provide that information. and any kind of specific notes as well. It also provides a better package for them to make sure your pets are taken care of the way you want them to. Here we have a protector or interested person. This is a third party who has the ability to go in and review how your trusts are being managed. They can take a look at how the caregiver is functioning with your pet, how the trustee is managing the funds, and make sure that everything is being done according to your wishes. Again, this is typically a nonprofit. What you'll want to do is actually contact them, ask them about this, see if they're willing to do it, and any considerations you have to take care of with them to make sure they're there to do that for you, you want to do before you actually dive into that or put them on the list here. So now basically you're done. We went through this fairly quickly. Again, there's a lot of information here, but it may take you some time to put together. And so if you need to log out and log back in at any time, just complete the page you're on, and then use the log out button that's right above the screen here. And then when you're ready, just log back in the way we logged in the first time and continue to the page you left off. Once you're here, the final page, you'll notice there's a checkbox here. When this checkbox is chosen, it tells our system to go ahead and process your trust, create it, and then we'll email it to you in about 15 seconds after you hit the update button. You'll receive it as a PDF. You have an opportunity to open it, review it. If you see anything you want to make changes to, not a problem. Just go ahead and log back in, go to that part of the trust, make those changes, and get back to this page, hit the submit button, update button again, and you're ready to go. So that's it. This is all you have to do to help take care of your pets. Looks like a lot, but it's really a fairly simple process. Thanks for taking a look, and have a great day.